Morning, dear students. I'm really happy once again to be with you all. It really gives me great pleasure to meet you online. And today we'll have a YouTube session for two classes, that is classes 9 and 10. It is related to both the classes because the topic is simple, complex and compound. This is nothing but the kinds of sentences and the way how they are made. So in class 8, class 9 and class 10, you will have to come across these sentences, that is a simple, complex and compound. Now, before we get into this topic, simple, complex and compound sentences, let us look or have a look at these conjunctions. There are two kinds of conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions. So before we discuss the simple, complex and compound sentences, we need to go through a basic structure, and that basic structure is nothing but the conjunction. What is a conjunction? First, we need to have an idea about this. Conjunctions are words. Sometimes a single one, sometimes two words coming together. So these words help us to connect two sentences. They are help to club sentences. They are able to join sentences. That is the work of a conjunction. For example, John is a friend. John is a student, let's put it this way. Roshan is a student. I'm giving you a very simple sentence. John is a student and Roshan is a student. Both are students. So, if you want these two sentences into one, if you want to club them, if you want to join them, it's very simple. You use a conjunction and both the sentences become one. For example, John and Roshan are students. So I have used a conjunction between the two subjects. John is a subject, Roshan is a subject. There are two subjects. So John and Roshan are students. What is this and? It is nothing but a joining word. It is a word that helps to join both the subjects, and therefore and is a conjunction. There are many conjunctions. For example, I will give you one more sentence. Peter is poor. He is generous. Peter is poor, he is generous. Now there are two qualities in Peter. One is that he is poor and the other one is that he is generous. So there are two different qualities. Being poor is one quality, but being generous is another quality. So how do I join these two sentences? Though. Though is a conjunction. Though Peter is poor, he is generous. So I come back to the sentence. Peter is poor. This is one sentence. He is generous. This is another sentence. Now we have two sentences and we are going to connect both the sentences into one, and what comes in between is the conjunction. So you see, the conjunction though comes in the beginning itself. Sometimes the conjunction can be in the beginning. Though Peter is poor, he is generous. So have we made these two conjunctions into one? Yes, we have made. So now the first thing is that, forget about simple, complex and compound. We'll come to that later. But before entering this topic, we must have a clear idea as to what a conjunction is. A conjunction is a joining word. That is the definition, the best definition that can be given. Conjunction is a joining word. So how are conjunctions functioning. Sometimes the conjunction may be in the beginning of a sentence. Sometimes it may be in the middle of a sentence. You see, John and Roshan are friends. So you find the conjunction in the middle. But look at this. Though Peter is poor, he is generous. So here the conjunction though comes in the beginning. But wherever the position may be it in the beginning or be it in the middle, the function is to join sentences. Okay? Now, let us discuss these two kinds of conjunctions. Conjunctions can be broadly divided into two categories. Broadly. For example, as you see here, the first category of the first type is subordinating conjunctions. And the other kind of conjunction is coordinating conjunctions. So two conjunctions, remember. There are two major types. The first of the kind is subordinating conjunction and the second is coordinating conjunction. Now, we are not going to talk about coordinating conjunctions today. We will discuss this in another class. But let's focus on subordinating conjunctions today. That's the topic. What are the subordinating conjunctions? Though, although, even though, after, as soon as, until, whenever, now that, if, only if, because, since, who, whether, as much as, whereas. These are some of the commonly used subordinating conjunctions. These are some of the commonly used. So, we need to kind of focus on the subordinating conjunctions first. We'll come to the coordinating conjunctions afterwards. Now, why are these subordinating conjunctions discussed? What is the role of these subordinating conjunctions? What is the function of these subordinating conjunctions? That is a point that we need to keep in mind. As you see here, subordinating conjunctions are used to make complex sentences. Remember, subordinating conjunctions are used to make complex sentences. Now, what is a complex sentence? We are getting into the topic. Before you understand what a complex sentence is, you must know a principal clause and a subordinate clause. If you remember, in one of the Zoom classes, we had discussed this simple, complex and compound sentences. And in that, I discussed the principal clause and the subordinate clause. What is a principal clause? What is a subordinate clause? You need to have a clear understanding. Otherwise, you won't understand what a complex sentence is. So the first step is you learn or you must be familiar with a principal clause and a subordinate clause. Then you will be able to follow what a complex sentence is. Now, for example, I'll give you one sentence. He ran fast, he did not get a prize. Listen carefully. He ran fast, he did not get a prize. Now in the bracket I have written although he. Although is a conjunction, it is a subordinating conjunction, but look at this. Look at this. Although he ran fast, he did not get a prize. He did not get a prize. I repeat the sentence. Although he ran fast, he did not get a prize. Now, look at the sentence carefully. Although he ran fast. Although is a conjunction that comes at the beginning of the sentence. And look at this. He did not get a prize. Now comes the most important point. Let us take this part. He, not fast, it should start with he. Okay, he did not get a prize. This has a subject. He is a subject. Did not get a prize is the predicate. So when I say he did not get a prize, the meaning is clear. It is understood. It is complete. He did not get a prize. There is a meaning. But look at this sentence. Although he ran fast. Although he ran fast, does it give you a complete meaning? No. Although he ran fast, what happened after that? There must be some result. There is no result. So, although he ran fast is one part of the sentence which is incomplete, so to say. It is incomplete in its sense, not complete. So, it is dependent on this part. He did not get a prize. He did not get a prize. Now, when you join it together, then the sentence becomes a meaningful sentence. So, I call this one as the principal clause. This is the point that you need to keep in mind. Principal clause. What is a principal clause? It is a sentence which has a subject and it makes a complete sense. One verb will be there. He did not get a prize. You see, get is a verb. It's a finite verb. So, he did not get a prize. It makes a complete sense. One subject, one finite verb, simple sentence. This is the principal clause. But look at this. Although he ran fast, the second part, it does not make a complete sense by itself. It does not make a complete sense by itself. Why? Although comes here, that is a conjunction. Although he ran fast. What happened after that? The sentence is dangling. What is the meaning of dangling? It's just hanging in midair. It needs somebody to join with itself and make a complete sense. So, although he ran fast is the subordinate clause. This is known as SC. SC stands for subordinate clause. So, subordinate clause and a principal clause, when combined together, make a complex sentence. One principal clause and one or more subordinate clauses will give you a complex sentence. This is the basic, what you call, understanding of a complex sentence. Remember, in a sentence, if you find one principal clause and more than one or more than one subordinate clauses, that particular sentence is known as a complex sentence. So, to make complex sentences, what are the conjunctions required? These are the conjunctions. Without these conjunctions, complex sentences are not possible. Let us not think about compound sentences. Let us not discuss coordinating conjunctions today because it will be too much for you. But remember this, complex sentence. Now, as you have seen, the complex in this particular sentence, the conjunction comes in the beginning. But sometimes the conjunction can come in the middle as well. Okay. I will help you. I will help you. You must obey me. If you are not able to see this, you listen to me. The sentences, I will help you. You must obey me. Two different sentences. I will help you is one principal clause. You must obey me. Another principal clause. So we have two principal clauses. Now I am going to combine them and make them into one sentence, and I will use one of these conjunctions. And I will put the conjunction in the middle. Now you see how it works. I will help you if you obey me. I repeat. I will help you if you obey me. So, where is the conjunction if? It comes in the middle. So, remember, in a complex sentence, sometimes the conjunction will be in the beginning of the sentence, Sometimes in the middle of the sentence, its position keeps on changing, but the sentence is combined. So what is the job of a conjunction? Joining sentences. And what are the subordinating conjunctions used for? They are used to make a complex sentence. And what is a complex sentence? A sentence which has one principal clause and one or more than one subordinate clause is said to be a complex sentence. So I hope you might have understood. I will be giving you some work. I will be giving you some sentences to work out. They will be posted. They will be uploaded. Just try to work them out. But to wind up, let us have a recap. We discussed conjunctions today, and conjunctions are broadly categorized into two kinds. The first of its kind is subordinating conjunction, and the second is coordinating conjunction. The subordinating conjunctions are used to frame complex sentences, and these are the subordinating conjunctions. And coordinating conjunctions are used to frame, to construct compound sentences, and that will be discussed on another day. So remember this: subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, a complex sentence. So I hope you must have got at least a little bit of picture about this. We will continue this discussion. We will have some more examples to discuss in the following classes. And with that, I believe your understanding of the complex sentence will be better. And then we will move on to a simple sentence, then to a compound sentence. So this is a topic which cannot be discussed in just one day. It requires at least 3 to 4 classes. So I will be continuously posting the videos. Follow me so that you will be able to have a better understanding. And not only following me, but working out the exercises which I am going to give you will have to be pursued. So I hope it is clear. So thanks for joining me. Remain at home, keep revising, stay at home and stay safe. God bless.